Hey, how's it going? We're back yet again with another video. The quality on that pump was pretty atrocious by the time it got to the computer, it got posted. So I'm not sure if this camera's going to work out for gym shots and physique shots, but um, I think I could set it up better. That shot of the pump was like in a mirror looking back at me, so I think that was making the quality just go in the toilet. But yeah, I'll play around some stuff, and we're not going to give up on it yet. But so today is the 10th, and we woke up 194.4, which is the lowest I've been since the last refeed. Would have been the Saturday before this. We came out at 205, all filled out and depleted through the week, and we're back down to 194.4. And we'll see if I can do a quick little. Oh, this camera's a weird shape, man. Little side chest. Wish y'all could. Oh, you know what? Let me put y'all up here. Maybe. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this camera's gonna drive me nuts. This camera is just such an odd shape. It's hard to find a spot for it. So we're looking pretty lean and mean, but getting pretty flat too. Another 3 days to go until the next refeed, and I'm gonna try to I want to do some obviously gym content and bodybuilding content, but I also want to connect that to a lot of eating content and just like food content in general, because I'm really passionate about that as well. Like over the past over the course of the prep, but over the course of the past 3 weeks specifically, I've become like hyper focused on food just because I'm so damn hungry all the time. But like, I started watching just like people eat on YouTube, like eating challenges, like Eric the Electric and all that stuff, all those guys. And now I'm watching like full blown cooking shows on Netflix, and I'm watching how it's made on like the processes and how they make, like how they manufacture big box foods and stuff. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, I thought today I'm gonna try to do a full day of eating, just like the basic day of eating in my diet, what it looks like, in hopes that I'll get decent at it, and I'll do one for the refeed too. So that could be cool, but we'll see. But anyway, first meal of the day is breakfast. We have some eggs, some peanut butter, and I'll show you guys my meal plan. But basically, I have the same meal plan every day, whether it's a rest day or a lift day or whatever. It's the same meal plan other than the intro workout. I don't take on rest days, obviously, but I have to get the same food every day. But I've been becoming kind of more and more creative with how I actually eat it, how I cook it, how it looks. So it always, I've been eating the same meal plan for over 3 months now, but there hasn't been many days where I eat the exact same things. I mean, it's the same food, same ingredients, but I do get pretty damn creative sometimes. So hopefully we'll whip up some cool concoctions for you today. But yeah, we'll get breakfast going. But I'm still on this diet that you're going to see today. Is we just for the first time broke under 3,000 calories, so we're at 2,958 calories, 240 grams of protein, still 372 grams of carbs, which is a lot of carbs, but I'm a big guy, so and then 66 fats. But yeah, this is the meal plan. So I have, the same foods, and my coach has them broken down into meals for me, and you know, recommendations on how to eat them. The taco bowl, I always make that into a taco bowl. Protes, I always make protes, but I mean the breakfast, the snack, there's kind of some stuff that I like to play around with and not customize, but just have fun with it and be creative. So it's like I've been eating this for 3 months now, but there might be like a day or two where I eat the same thing back to back. But other than that, I like to switch it up. Like I'll do scrambled eggs, or I'll boil them, or I'll make like a big fried egg patty with the yolk still in there. Um, I just switch it up. It just keeps you from going insane, really. So, meal one of the day. I did my 2 whole eggs, 8 ounces of egg whites. I just scrambled those up. Just a little bit of salt and pepper. We have 15 grams of almonds and 50 grams of blueberries. Now, normally these almonds, if you look, I don't have almonds in my meal one, in my breakfast. I should be having, there's my whole eggs, my egg whites, a banana. There's the blueberries, 50 grams of blueberries. So I'm not doing the light PB or the banana, but I wanted to get some more fats in place of that PB. So I'm having my almonds, which I normally have in the pre-workout meal, but I'm gonna swap the peanut butter and the almonds today. So I'm gonna have these now, get those fats in, and then I'm gonna save the peanut butter for the protein oats, because that's gonna go crazy. You'll see. I thought about setting this up and kind of eating with you guys, Sam Selleck style, but I'm pretty drained right now. I don't have much energy, and I also don't know what to talk about. So, all right, meal two is going to go down. Pre-workout meal. We have. Let me see here. Where are we at? 115 grams of oats, 2 scoops of protein. Normally, depends on what flavor I'm making. I have 2 apples to work with. 15 grams of honey is also going in the oats. Did my almonds with breakfast, and I have 15 grams of dark chocolate. So you know what? We're gonna head over to the flavor bank, which is just my staircase. I got the light burnt out in here, so you're not gonna be able to see this actually. Okay, it's way too dark in there. But I have all my protein lined up on the stairs. We're gonna go with the s'mores pack. We're gonna make some s'mores protein oats, chop up some dark chocolate to melt in there. Might do a little apple cinnamon on top. Oh, it's gonna be good. Got the oats over here. 115 grams, like I said. It's just some table salt, and I'm gonna weigh out some water now. And I just weigh out the water, not so that it's like a specific amount for hydration or any reason like that, just so the oats come out the same every time. So you just kind of got to play around with it until you find out what works. But for me, for my 115 grams of oats, 360 grams of water, and I get the perfect consistency every time. This isn't going to be doable with one hand, so I'm actually probably just going to throw these oats together. They only take a minute, and I'll show you the final product. There she is, ladies and gents, in all of her glory. So s'mores protein oats with chocolate chunks. I don't know if you can see them in there, but they melt in there nice. I chopped up an apple, kind of mix in there, add some volume to it, some peanut butter on top, and I forgot I had a banana left over that I didn't have with breakfast this morning. So I threw that on top, and this thing is going to be fucking delicious. I'm gonna go watch some Trailer Park Boys and muck. Gang, just got all geared up to head to the gym. We got leg day. I haven't eaten since the oats. I had my bowl of oats. Actually, then I had one more apple. I get 2 apples a day, so I threw one in the oats, and then I forget what I showed you guys the oats. I'm sure. I don't know if I showed me eating them or not. I can't remember. But anyway, I just had one more apple. since then. And I got my pre-workout today. I won't get into the pre-workout stack, but we got some Rise, Godzilla, and creatine in the pre, a little bit of salt. Um, Other than that, I do have some intra. I just use some Gatorade powder, more salt, and then I have a little hydrator bulb that I make for after the gym. But I threw together my post-workout meal slash snack, which is just the yogurt bowl with some frozen berries, protein powder mixed up, some jam on top. Oh, and actually I threw in some of that apple. I only ate half the apple, and I threw the other half in because I made kind of I used the churro protein powder, and I did some cinnamon in the yogurt today, which was new. It's the first time I'm trying that, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna cut here, and I'm gonna go hit legs, and we'll see you guys in the car after legs for the yogurt bowl. Alright, we just arrived at the lab, but one thing I forgot to show you guys, or that's included in my daily eats, is the pre-workout Rice Krispie. Now, it's supposed to be I get one Rice Krispie and 30 grams of Gatorade powder as like intra-workout, as intra-carbs during my workout. But Rice Krispie is it's a classic pre-workout treat. So I have it just right before the gym, and then I just sip on the Gatorade. 30 grams of Gatorade powder and some sea salt. Just sip on that through the workout. But life hack, I always bring a Rice Krispie. Every time I leave the house, I'll take one out of the house, but then I leave it in the car. So this is from yesterday, and it just sits in the sun for a few hours before every workout, and it gets nice and soft and gooey. I'd definitely give that a go if you're a Rice Krispie treat pre-workout advocate. Give it a little sun. I also seen recently that you can put them in the air fryer, and I've seen some people make some pretty crazy combos out of that, so maybe I'll have to try that someday. But anyway, Rice Krispie pre-workout going down, and then legs. Just finished up leg day. I got the post yogi bowl I was referencing earlier, and this shit is fucking slapping. I tried a little bit of a new concoction. Put some cinnamon in the yogurt, and then churro flavored protein powder, 100 grams of strawberries, and then like half of a chopped up apple in there, and then 20 grams of strawberry jam on top. And this shit, like, I make so many different combos with this yogurt bowl, different proteins, different berries, different jams. It's so versatile, and it's hit so hard. And I just throw, like, it's pretty warm out here now. The car, it's like 25 degrees Celsius, that is. But I just leave the strawberries frozen and just mix them in the yogurt and just leave it in my back seat, and then it thaws out by the time I get out of the gym. So I just sit here, muck this in the parking lot, and normally post a story or a video or picture or something on the Instagram, something I got during the lift. I wish I could set this somewhere while I muck this. I don't know. Here. Kind of works. Not really. Now that I have it set up, I don't know what to talk about. Could just keep talking about how fucking good this yogurt is. I was kind of skeptical on the cinnamon in the yogurt, but cinnamon and apple, you can get away with anything, realistically. So the plan now, like I said, we're going to polish this off and then head home. I already have beef cooked. Every night, post-workout meal, well, after this, every night, like my supper is rice, black beans, beef, ground beef, and then what else in there? Broccoli, pineapple. You guys will see. But I'll probably go home, have a quick shower. This will hold me over for an hour or so, and then I'll cook. All I have to cook is rice. The beans are just from a can, and I cook beef every second day, so I cooked yesterday. So I got my 8 ounces of beef just waiting in the fridge, already cooked for me. And I think that's about it. Alrighty, we have arrived back at the homestead, back at the farm. Just sat down, played a couple games of Search, a couple games of COD with the boys. Shout out Heavy C, shout out Skinny P. So we're gonna head upstairs and get into some good old beef and rice, the Taco Bowl Supreme. This thing, honestly, when I first started the diet, I didn't know how to cook it as well. I've since learned how to operate some spices and jazz it up. But when I first started the diet, like coming off of eating bullshit and everything, it was like, I remember the first week or so, I'd be like, it's just you'll see, it's a big bowl of beef and rice and beans, and it's gotten smaller since. Obviously, at the start, there's a lot more rice. But anyway, I remember the first week, I'd be like up late trying to finish it, and I'd be picking out the beef to make sure I get the protein in, and I couldn't even finish the rice. And now it's like I have to, since the past month, I've had to like withhold myself from just plowing through the thing in 30 seconds. But anyway, we got 8 ounces of beef, 110 ounces of basmati rice, 100 grams of pineapple, 50 grams of black beans, 50 grams of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and 150 grams of veg. So what I do is I cook the beef. I already have the beef cooked from last night. So I'm going to cook some rice, and then I do the rice, the beef, and the black beans. I mix that in a bowl as kind of the base. And then I'll do whatever veggies. I've just been doing broccoli. At the start, I had like an assorted, like the California mix, whatever, frozen veggies. But I've just been doing strictly broccoli for the past few days and until the show, because we're in like we got to cut out some fat here. Look at the base, I'll do the veggies and a little bit of hot sauce sometimes, a little bit of tahini on the pineapple's good. But anyway, first things first, I'm going to measure out my rice and give it a rinse and get that boiling. And I'll probably just throw this together because it's kind of hard to film while everything's going on. So I'll throw it together and I'll show you guys the final product. Alrighty, here is the final product. The Taco Bowl Extravaganza. Still haven't seen any, I haven't looked at any of these clips yet, so I don't know how appetizing this food is going to look on the camera. But we got our broccoli, a little bit of Frank's over top of that. Frank's hot sauce, pineapple with the tahini. A weird combo. If you've never tried it, it probably sounds weird, but I don't know. I've told people to try it and they told me that I'm an idiot, but I like it. And then we have a scoop of 50 grams of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, which acts as a really good substitute for sour cream in anything, in wraps, in something like this, in actual tacos. Especially if you pair it with some salsa, you can't even really tell the difference between sour cream, especially when you've been dieting for a while. I used to do some salsa. I used to do like 60 grams or 70 grams of salsa with this for the longest time, but I just cut it out just because there's a few extra carbs. So we cut that out just for some extra shreds. So I'm going to grab a little bev to go with this. These have been my go-to. Orange Crush, 0 sugar, 0 cal. Nice and sweet. Kind of makes me feel like a 7-year-old at a birthday party, but whatever. Yeah, so this is technically the post-workout meal. The yogurt bowl is kind of just a snack. So yeah, this is the big post-workout meal, but I'm just going to kick back and watch some YouTube. And yeah, we'll have one more, probably one more clip after this of my egg whites and green pepper and a little bit of ground beef and beans that I stole from this meal to save for that later on. So that'll be, it's about just after 6 o'clock now. So I'll eat this and let it chill, and I'll take my vitamins. The vitamin stack, or vitamin stack is pretty simple, pretty basic. I just do a men's multivitamin, one a day, ashwagandha, one a day, and then I do just omega 3s for the longest time. This time I got the omega 369 complex. I know like omega 3s come from certain things, omega 6 come from certain things, omega 9. I'm not really sure if I necessarily need the 6.9, but it was on sale, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna kick the feet up, probably watch some C-Bum or some Trend Twins or something like that. I might throw Netflix on, I don't know. But we'll see you for the bedtime snack of egg whites. Alright, we just threw the final meal together. If you can see that, we got 8.5 ounces of egg whites, about 20 grams worth of green pepper chopped up, like 30 grams of broccoli, and then just a little bit of ground beef and black beans that I set aside for my taco bowl earlier. And then just salt, pepper, a little bit of yellow mustard. Try not to go too crazy with the mustard. But yeah, this is the last thing I'll be eating today. Finishes off the meal plan. I don't know if I showed the meal plan at the start, but the calories for the day, I think I got everything. I don't think I missed anything. Maybe I showed the diet soda, not like that would matter. But yeah, I think I covered everything pretty good. 2,900, just under 3,000 calories, 2,958, 240 grams of protein, 372 carbs, and 66 grams of fat. And that fat, I was at like 75 or almost 80 the whole time up until like the start of this week, I think. So that just got taken down along with the carbs a little bit. But anyway, I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm just going to eat this, watch some Netflix, and get to bed. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so I got back and tries. I'll be eating the same thing. I'm not sure, what's this lighting saying? I'm not sure how often I'm going to be trying to get videos out on here, but they're kind of fun to make. I don't mind making them. I like doing the food stuff. I think the food stuff's really cool, especially if I can't get the best shots in the gym with this camera for now. But the food stuff's hard because I'm just eating the same thing, the same base ingredients, the same meal plan every day. So yeah, I'm not sure how much variety of videos I can make until the show's done, but we only got 17 more days, so we're getting there. But yeah, maybe I'll film some of the refeed too, I'm not sure. But anyway, until next time.